I forgot to cut on the motherfucking light. That's not good. There we go. Oh, I just realized I hit live and I just cursed. I may have indeed messed myself up, one might say. I may have put myself in a precarious position. I may have put myself in a situation that I didn't want to be in. But it doesn't matter because we're already here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed your boy, the Insane Game Freak, back at it again with another video. And I'm here to what am I here to do? I don't know, be entertaining or something. Y'all say y'all like the way I talk, so I talk more. Y'all like the way I talk, so I talk more. I'm talking because I got something to say. I'm talking because I got something to say. What did you get from GameStop? So let me set the stage here, people. Let me set the stage here. So this is what has happened to give some context of what's been going on. So I don't know where you guys buy your games at. I don't know. So when I was I want to say when I was a young boy, probably in my early teens, to give backdrop of my financial situation back in the day, we didn't have a lot of money. The family didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of money. So I was a broke boy. Actually, I don't know if I want to get into this just yet because I have, well, the food hasn't actually been, so I have dinner. I have Mickey D's coming. But Mickey D's hasn't left the store, so I guess I can talk about it, and then we'll stop for a second for me to go get the food from the front door, and then we'll continue. Anywho, let me just kind of talk about it. So, as a young boy, I probably would say, when I was a kid, my mother didn't have a lot of money. The way I got the Super Nintendo, yard sale. The way I got the second Genesis, yard sale. N64, yard sale. The first console I think my mom bought brand new out the box was the GameCube and the DS. No, the GameCube and the Game Boy Color. Those were like the first two things. The Game Boy Color being the first thing officially, and the GameCube being the first home console she bought brand new. Everything else was yard sales, or I think the only other thing that was bought for me that was new out the box was the second Dreamcast. It's the only gift my dad ever gave me, and like an idiot, I sold it for a PlayStation 2, which isn't a terrible trade, but I absolutely regret it now as an older gentleman because Sega, like it's just I shouldn't have done it, but I did it, so now and it is what it is. But anywho, so I didn't my consoles weren't really, my mom only really bought me two home consoles brand new, which was the GameCube and the Wii. And then when it comes to handheld, she bought me everything up until I wanted to the DS. So that means she bought me the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance SP, and the DS. I remember her buying me the original DS. The only reason why I remember her buying me the original DS is because the original DS she bought for Christmas, and I literally snuck in and opened it like 5 times. Like I remember sneaking out of the room at like 9 to 12 o'clock at night and just carefully unwrapping the DS and like pulling it out of its box and messing with it. And then like I would put it back in there and slide it back in there, and then I would close it back up. So by the time Christmas came, I wasn't as excited because I had been messing with it for so long. But I still played the heck out of that DS, even though I didn't have any games for it. I don't think I had games for the DS for a while. But the point is, the last two consoles my mother bought for me was the original fat DS, the gray one, which is somewhere in this house probably. I know I still have it. And then the Wii. And the Wii was crazy. If anyone remembers how the Wii situation was nuts, when the Wii came out, people were losing their lives, okay? People lost their absolute minds. They were like, man, I got to get my hands on a Wii, because it was between the Wii and the 360. The Wii and the PS3. The 360 was out the year before. And my mother said, if I buy this Wii, I'm not buying you any games for it. I'm only going to buy you the console. You have to buy the games and everything else, right? And I said, bet. So when I was at school, my mother went through the process of going to go get the Wii. And I got the Wii for Christmas that year, and I was so excited. But I was broke. And I got a job. I think the Wii came out in 2006. I didn't get a job officially until 2000. I got it when I was like 16, 15, 16. So that would have had to be either 2006. I either got one that year or I got one 2000. I think I got one in 2007. I used to work at Kroger's for like I don't even know if it was a whole year, but I worked at Kroger's for a little bit. And then I switched and got a job at the library, which is where I stayed for such a long time. And I got that when I was like 16. So that's when I started making money. That's when I started being like, ooh, I can do homework and school stuff. And then also like work and get paid. And that was also around the time, that was like right before I started doing YouTube videos. Like I didn't do YouTube videos until I was a senior. So I had worked for 2 years in the library before I had even made a video. Although I was watching YouTube channel stuff because, I was addicted, but that's irrelevant right now. That's not really the point. What's up, Boom? But essentially, with that with that influx of money, I was like, well, I'm going to go get some games. And that was me buying every DS game I wanted, every Wii game I wanted. Like my Wii collection is the thing in white that's reflecting off the glare. That entire Wii collection is everything I bought. I don't know if it's everything, but it's everything. Pretty much anything from the Wii onward, I bought. So the Wii I bought, the PS3 I bought. I bought the PS3 Slim in like 2010. I bought the DSi. I bought the 3DS XL. Anything after the Wii was the last console my mom ever bought me, and the DS was the last handheld. So everything else I bought after that was me. And where I used to go was GameStop. I have an unnecessary amount of Game Informers that I think are still at my mom's house, which I probably need to throw away. I know you remember the library stores. I used to talk about those. I didn't even talk about most of those stories because I was working there, and you don't want to incriminate yourself on a YouTube video. I never bought the Lite. What I did is I waited. I knew the DS was going to have another revision because every Nintendo handheld has about 2 or 3 revisions. So I skipped the DS Lite and went right for the DSi. So I only had the DS and the DSi. But anyway, when I wanted to buy games, why did Tyrone delete your what? What was the? Why did Tyrone delete that? What? I can't even save that message. That sucks. I don't know why Tyrone deleted that message. I think he was trying to do something else and he messed up. I don't know why he did that. Anywho, so during high school, that's what I bought. I bought games. I had Game Informer. I had all types of games. I bought Sonic Rush, Pokemon, everything. Okay, that's what I figured because I was like, no, you hit it and deleted his. All right, no harm, no foul. Anywho, so GameStop was I'm like give you context. Battle Revolution, which I believe is right. Where is Revolution? Yeah, this game. I won this game. This game I won in a tournament that GameStop hosted, and I almost lost that tournament. I almost lost that tournament, and then there was like some sort of error during the stream we were doing. It was like a local tournament with the Pokemon Battle Revolution. We were playing the game, and you did the thing where you connected your DSs to the Wii, so you could like do local play with the DSs, and because it even has the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. But the kicker is that when I bought that game, when I played that tournament, I almost lost that tournament. Like, no BS. I almost lost that tournament, and then the tournament ended, and then I was like, and then they said, oh, run it back, and I won every single match afterwards. So I actually have Battle Revolution for free. That's one of the few Pokemon games I have that I never had to pay for a legitimate reason. Although I very much view that luck, because I think that first match, if I hadn't have gotten, if the disconnect hadn't have happened, more than likely I would have lost that match. If we're gonna be 100% real here. So that GameStop, the specific GameStop that I go to, I've always gone to since I was like 16. I did that. I did the tournament. I was there for the Brawl launch. I was there for when Brawl came out. Where is Brawl? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? This definitely is not my entire week. Oh no, here it is. Brawl. I was there for the Brawl launch when Brawl came out. I love Brawl. It's not obviously it's weak. It's probably the weakest of the Smash games, but it probably had the most hype around it. I bought a lot of stuff from that Brawl to the point where people still people recognize me. Not YouTube people, but just people in general recognize me because I had always been on there. I had always been going to that GameStop again, and the reason why that stopped primarily was because I think there was a period where I just wasn't buying. I'm trying to remember what happened because I bought games all through the Wii and the PS3's life cycle, although the PS3 collection is a lot weaker because the PS3 I got in 2010 and it was already like 4 years into the Wii, which is why my Wii collection's bigger, although I do have a decent amount of PlayStation 3 games. And I'm trying to think. I think there was a gap in time where I just didn't play as much. I'm actually thinking about it now. There was a gap in time where I didn't play. And I think it was towards the end of the Wii. Yeah, it was towards the end of the Wii, but before the Wii U. I didn't buy that many Wii games. I think it was like after 2011, I want to say. I just didn't go into GameStop. I didn't go and buy games in general for a while. Because remember, I didn't get the Wii U until 2013? No, I think it was 2012 is when I bought it. No, it came out 2012. It was 2013. It was 2013 right before they announced that bundle they had. There was like a bundle. I think it was the Zelda one. It was the Wind Waker bundle that you could have got. I bought it like right before that. So there was a gap in between, I want to say 2011 to mid 2013 where I just wasn't gaming a lot. And I think I just stopped paying for the subscription. I have a Switch and a PC. Why on earth would I need a GameStop? Haven't bought anything from them since 2016. Well, yeah, exactly. I'm getting into that. So for a while, I wasn't even buying games like that. This is also when online distribution had gotten really good. So I was buying and I was also, if anyone remembers, Best Buy specifically had this like really good Gamers Club menu. I don't know if anyone remembers it, but Gamers Club for Best Buy was amazing, right? You could get games for a discounted price. You could get what was it? It's essentially the point system. Except after a certain amount of points, you would just get like a $5 voucher. And you were getting all this cool stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just do that. And so that's what I did. I bought a discounted full price games. And so my entire Wii U collection, or the majority of it, came from either Amazon or Best Buy. Then there was a period where Walmart had games that were like really cheap. And the point was that I had no reason to keep subscribing to Game Informer because I wasn't buying games as frequently. I didn't really, actually, because even when I bought the 3DS, I didn't buy the 3DS until like late 2012, I think, is when I bought the 3DS. No, it was when the XL came out. It had to be 2012. So yeah, there was like a gap of like a year where I just wasn't buying games like that. So I was like, screw it. I'm about to go out here and find other options. So during the 3DS and Wii U eras, when I started looking at various different sources of buying games, Amazon was better. GameStop went through a really dark period, for those who remember, where we started selling Funko Pops and cell phones. And I was just like, and I want you to understand the thing with GameStop. I really hate that stupid label nonsense. You know what I'm talking about, where you get a perfectly fine looking new console game, right? This nice console game. And then they would take a freaking sticker of the price or barcode and put it right here. And if you weren't careful, you would either mess up the plastic on these or rip the box if it was something in box. And that used to drive me nuts how much it would happen to me. I'm pro physical games, but Amazon, Best Buy pretty much beat everyone. Well, for a while, I would say. Best Buy dropped the Gamers Club, and now we don't have it anymore. And Amazon's just kind of okay. I don't really think it's amazing. I think it's okay. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just buy games when I buy games. So for like the last year or so, I've been just buying games. And no, it's probably been more than a year. It's probably been a couple of years. I was just using Amazon mostly. I was like, I'm going to get games from Amazon, or I'll get games digitally and be done with it, right? And so that's what I was doing. That's what I was going for. I was like, I'm just gonna buy games that way. Um, two shelves, yeah, two shelves. Yes, sir. Oh, that's right. If you weren't here last week where we built this, we technically I built this one off screen stream, and I built this one on stream, and then now I have my anime, my manga stuff. Let me in since I worked out. I feel like I contributed to this convo. Yeah, let me just get to the story first. Like, let me finish the story of like why I decided to do it, and then I'll let you speak your piece. Don't worry. I'll let you get in here. But let me just get through like the general story first. Um. So anyway, there was just a long period of time where I wasn't using GameStop because other companies were doing better and giving you better deals and offers, right? And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. And then I realized that at a certain point, I felt like I just wasn't getting deals at all on video games. And so GameStop was never a place I just absolutely ignored. I remember when the Wii U was out and I wanted to get that physical copy of Xenoblade 1, which I think is up here too. Xenoblade, and everyone remembers that scummy nonsense they were doing with the original Xenoblade on the Wii. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. I gotta move Snivy for a second. Snivy doesn't like to stand up by himself or herself. But the original Xenoblade. This game, which as Donnie gonna make a joke about, I never actually played this version of the. Well, I started to. I wanted a physical copy of Xenoblade, and if anyone remembers, this is when GameStop was doing that scummy nonsense of essentially charging $60 for a game that had been out for years. Like the Wii U was out by the time this game came out, and it was just like, yo, why are you charging this much for a game? Well, you know why? Because the game was rare, and they very much took advantage of these games being rare, and that's what led to, hey, look, you can just we're gonna just do this for extravagant prices, and you can't do anything about it, which was unfortunately true. I couldn't do anything about it, and so I bought it. And I always kind of casually was in GameStop every once in a while. Sometimes I would go over to the window shop. I bought Lollipop Chainsaw from GameStop, and it was like way after the PS3 was relevant. Actually, I streamed Lollipop Chainsaw, which is funny because it's getting a remaster, which I'm gonna try to play that, and that's gonna be another redemption game stream I do. A game that I started but I just never finished. But GameStop went through a period of time where they were just absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. There was stories from people and the struggles dealing with them as a company on a worker side, on the customer experience that were really bad, constantly pushing a pro membership that really wasn't beneficial. Lollipop Chainsaw, Donnie, that was the game. And Xenoblade 1 on the Wii, Donnie. But the point I'm making is that I went through a period where like GameStop was trash and I wasn't really playing games. I wasn't really buying games from them for a while. Although I never really stopped going. I just stopped going as frequently also because, life got in the way. During that whole time period, I was in high school. I graduated. I went to college. I got another job. I started working that full-time job. Like, I know, man, I got to build it up. I got to build it up, bro. I got to build it up. I'm building it up, Revolver. You're so impatient, man. Chill out. So I said, fine, whatever. And I just kind of went about my business. And then, like, in the last couple years, when you realize you weren't getting any benefits from any other company in terms of buying games, physical games brand new, because that was the realization I came to. The biggest issue I came to the realization of is that there was no reason to pick one specific place for physical games anymore because nobody was offering deals. Nobody was offering like a rewards program. And then I think recently we heard about that news about GameStop Retro and then the whole thing with GameStop's stocks. And it seems like for the most part, Jesus Christ, Daryl, why'd you retract this? Why'd you retract it? Lord Almighty. But it seems like GameStop went through, I won't say a full transformation. Like when you still go in there's a section for Funko Pops. There's a section for anime and like a lot of like, hell, there's like random manga volumes just sitting in there when I went in there today. And I looked in and I said, you know what, a Pro Wars membership. And then the other reason is because of Tyrone. Why is DoorDash calling me? 1 second. My food is here, ladies and gentlemen. I will be right back. And then I'll let Tyrone in and we'll talk about it. But yeah, Tyrone's a man who refuses to not be like to have free time. So as a result, Tyrone was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start working this other job," and this job happened to be GameStop because Tyrone worked it when he was Tyrone worked it before, from what I remember him telling me. I think it was like during college or before college. It was there was a point in time where he worked it before. He decided to go back and he was talking about it and how he was pushing pro memberships. And I was like, well, let me look in to see how advantageous the pro membership was. On top of that, I found out that KG currently uses the pro membership. And I was like, let me look into the pro membership and see what the big deal is. Also, now I'm going to go grab the food. All right. Sorry for the inconvenience. But yeah. What was I saying? So yeah, I was asking Tyrone and KG about the membership stuff, and I looked into the membership stuff. And realistically, GameStop hasn't really been in the news negatively. That's what I mean. Negatively. For anything crazy in a minute. And today, I had a dentist appointment and said, I'm going to go slide by GameStop. Yesterday, I accidentally butt dialed messenger chat. And I think it was me. It was mostly me, TSS, and KG. And then Dean popped in towards the end of the conversation. But there was like this stuff recently that we were talking about. Like we were doing a variety of things. But one of the things that came up was this GameStop Retro. We even noticed that the GameStop Retro, like I was sneaking. Man, I'm a sneaky fucker. But not really though, because you can't be a big guy and be sneaky. I'm sneaky like a heart attack. But after I did my dentist appointment, I'm like, dang, I got some free time. Let me go check out GameStop, because the GameStop that I used to go to as a kid has been turned into a GameStop Retro, which by the way isn't that different from what it used to be. A GameStop Retro for that location specifically just means that now there's a small section in the corner that has older games in it, like 360, DS, PS3, that kind of stuff. It hasn't changed too much. But I was like, let me look at the pro membership reward thing. And what essentially this means is that I'm going to start buying games from GameStop again as like my main place of buying games. Which, spoiler, I haven't done since I was like probably like late teens. I probably would say like 19, 20, around that time. That is the last time I was buying games from GameStop like exclusively or only. Is that right? Yeah. It was before 2013. So probably, yeah, I probably would say like it's been probably like not over 15 years ago. It's probably been more like 12 ish. 12, maybe 12, 13 years. But it's been a minute, is the point I'm making. Um, so the long story short is I've decided to start buying gaming stuff from them again. I'm camping out at GameStop for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Zobi, I want a whole video series from you, dog. I want no BS. I want a whole video series from you, man. That is literally just you chronicling your Dragon Ball Sparking Zero experience. I want pre-game stuff. I want right in them last couple of days before the game comes out. And when the game comes out, I want you to go buck wild with Dragon Ball, okay? I thought you wanted me to do that. Listen, I want as much content as I can get, okay? I'm selfish. It doesn't have to be one person, okay? It never has to be one person, okay? Never. But yeah, I like content, okay? But since I'm eating this food, I'm gonna give Tyrone the opportunity to talk about the GameStop experience. Because he has his own story to tell. And he currently works there, so he can give a better description of everything. Hold on. Tyrone, I think I'm gonna just go into the I'll go into the night server in public gaming. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do that. I'll just go to the public gaming in the night server. That'll make it easier. I think that makes it easier.
Yep.
Oh no, why can't I hear you, Tyrone?
You can't?
Wait. I know why. Hold on.
You don't hear me?
There we go. I had my speakers. I had it on the wrong speaker.
You couldn't hear me?
Shut up, man. You didn't know? Yeah.
You didn't hear?
I'll let you speak in the chat. Let me know if you can hear Tyrone properly. You should be able to, but just let me know.
Yeah.
Ask Tyrone if there's any pogs that come in the GameStop.
Pogs? What the hell are those?
That's a Revolver joke. Revolver, you're going to have to explain yourself while Tyrone explains the situation.
Description of what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So I started working at I've been going to GameStop when I was like, I was going to GameStop when I was like 13, 14, like young, obviously. I think the first game I ended up getting at GameStop was Fire Red and Leaf Green, weirdly enough. I think that was like the first game I ever got.
Yeah, you were going way before I was.
Yeah, I got like Fire Red and Leaf Green there.
Oh, by the way, Revolver explained it. It's fat ass white girls.
Oh, sometimes, yeah, because they come in and they try to all the shit they can't find at Hot Topic, they go there.
Yeah, that was like a part of GameStop's timeline that we couldn't stand, bro. We could not. There was where GameStop temporarily became Hot Topic, and you were just like, ugh.
I mean, it still is technically like half Hot Topic ever since they started putting anime shit in there, which Hot Topic didn't even used to be anime shit. It used to be like fucking goth shit. But goth culture apparently became part anime culture randomly.
Yeah. Also, Richard, we're on stream. Don't say anything reckless.
You too. No, I knew.
Okay, all right.
I actually got a notification for once.
I had to make sure because we both know you've come in the calls on some shit. I'm not trying to get caught up. All right, go ahead.
This is correct information.
But when I was going there, once like I said, my parents stopped buying me stuff like at a very, very early age. I want to say like 13 or 14. They stopped like buying me shit. They're just like, if you want something, you got to have money.
Even though you weren't old enough to get a job at that point?
Yeah. I mean, I would get like an allowance. So I guess that kind of
I was like just about to say, did they give you allowance?
I don't know what the fucking allowance is. I'm going to be real with y'all.
And then it wasn't like a lot.
I never knew the concept of an allowance. You know, I heard about allowances from other people.
It wasn't like a lot. And because it wasn't a lot, like I would have to save like a bunch of money to get something. And then I want to say once I made it into high school, I had and I was about 17. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to. Can't I I go to GameStop. Maybe I should work at GameStop. That way I have closer access to the games that I want and the money to buy it. And then I also thought if I work there, maybe I can get a discount on the games that I want. So
Okay.
I applied for there and I got hired. And this GameStop was literally right across the street from my high school. Like you would just cross the street and go down a little bit, like half a block down, and it was right there. So it was perfect. Literally right after I got off work, I would just
Okay.
go to GameStop and we would work there. I think I was working at that GameStop around the time Kingdom Hearts. Did Kingdom Hearts 2 come out at this point?
That would be like 2006.
Oh, never mind. No, that wasn't in there.
No, 2005, I think.
Oh
Kingdom
no,
Hearts
never
2?
mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I think I just bought Kingdom Hearts 2 from there, but I was working there when I was 17, so no.
If you're
Kingdom Hearts
17,
2.
I'm trying to remember. If you're 17, I got you by what, a year?
Yeah, so never mind. So
That would have been like 2000. Wait, that would have been like
that would have
2008
been
or 9.
2013. No, that would have been
Kingdom Hearts 2?
2013.
When you were 17?
Oh no, sorry. Let's see. I graduated 2012.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my family had switched a lot, so I had to repeat a grade.
Oh, okay, that makes way more sense.
Ah.
Because I was confused. Like I graduated 2009, so I figured you would have been 2010.
No, my family moved a lot, so I had to repeat one of the grades because they moved before I got the chance to do any of the exams.
Oh, okay.
That's fucked
Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, so when I started working there, I almost weirdly enough, I was supposed to be a seasonal worker. I wasn't supposed to be there like the whole time. I was a seasonal worker. And one of the things that my boss told me was like, you got to get more people in the pro because your numbers aren't looking good. And I didn't know what the hell that meant. And then ever since like ever since then I would like watch him and see how to get pro memberships. And then I just started getting a bunch of them. Like it went from that to me just getting a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
And
this was around the period where people really couldn't stand GameStop because it was a constant push for these
Yeah.
damn memberships, and people were like, "I just want to get the game, man."
right. But then after that, I left. I left because I had to go to college, and college was out of town. So I hadn't been going back to GameStop for well over 4 years. No, 4 to 5 years. And there was no GameStop in the city that I went to college in. I finally came back around like I want to say a year and a half ago. Well, no, a year ago. Because when I was working as a teacher, teachers don't do shit during the summer. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I work part-time here during the summer? And then that way, while I'm not doing anything in the summer, I can also get money there and stack it on top of the money I'm making as a teacher. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Teachers get a lot of days off. We get like spring break and fucking Thanksgiving break and Christmas break and stuff. I can work during those times. And since GameStop's hourly, that also means the more hours I do, the more money I get. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the system and stack these two jobs on top of each other. And that's why I didn't end up leaving it after the summer, because the plan was originally just do it for the summer and then leave when school started.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? I can work on weekends. So I ended up working there so to this day I work there from Saturday and Sunday while I do the teacher job on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, Terrell's right. There are some things that are still annoying about it. Like even the sticker thing, the way I do it is funny because KG posted it in the messenger. We have this stuff called Gooby Gone, and you like put it on the case, and then afterwards you slowly just pry the sticker off. Now me, I've learned how to take stickers off this whole time. So I have two methods. One is the nail, but it's dangerous because it can mess up the case. Or two, you can double sticker stack. What that means is you put another sticker on top of it, then use the stick from that sticker to peel the sticker off.
That's what they did. That's the way it was on the one I bought. So to give context today, when I got the pro membership, I also bought the Steve and Alex amiibo because for one, I didn't think it was still in stock. So I was like, oh, Well, fuck it. Might as well go ahead
No,
and get
I've
it.
seen I've seen those things.
It's Minecraft, dog. I assume.
We're starting to get a bunch of amiibos back. Actually.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like my internal thought was, oh, it's Minecraft. That thing's gonna sell like hotcakes. Even kids who don't have a Nintendo system are still gonna be like, oh, it's Minecraft.
It was like that at the beginning when it came out, but at some point, you started seeing a bunch more of them.
But the point is, when I bought that, the sticker was not on the plastic, but it was on the cardboard that has Steve and Alex's name on it. And I was like, motherfucker. And that's when I made the audio message in the chat earlier today. But it is double sticker stack. There's a sticker under it. And so, yeah, I couldn't find Pirate Mythra, Ryan, because
trust me, he would have gone for that shit instead.
That would have been first. That would have been first buy. Don't get it twisted. I was caught lacking. But the point is, they double sticker stacked it, so it was a little bit easier to get off. But I still don't like the shit. I still don't like the inconvenience of having to do it. But it's entirely. I think we'll go ahead and quickly explain why that still happens.
Yeah, Mr. Worker, explain.
I think you said that you just have to do that.
I mean, yeah, people. Otherwise, you're gonna get people going, "How much does this cost?" There's no sticker on it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna keep fucking scanning shit to tell you how much it costs. Like that's stupid. So there has to be at least one. Now, what most people do, most GameStops will just put stickers on everything. The rule I follow is put stickers on one of the item. Like, for example, that amiibo situation you just said. I put a sticker on the amiibo, on the one amiibo, but the rest of them that are duplicates, I won't put stickers on those at all. It's redundant. Like, we already see the price on the one that's in the front. And then I don't even sell the one with the sticker. I sell the ones that don't have the sticker on it first. That way the one with the sticker is just like on display. Now, obviously, if there's no more and that's the last one, then you're just unfortunately stuck with that one. But that's how they do the games too. Like if you buy a new game from GameStop, more than likely it doesn't have a sticker on the case unless you bought the very last copy of that game.
Yeah, and then you have to just deal with the consequences of it being the last game with the sticker on it. It doesn't make it appealing, but at least give people context of the goal I plan to go with. The pro membership lasts for a year. It's $25. You get points on purchases. You get the pro membership price. If you go on GameStop.com, you can see it now. It's a discounted price because you're a pro member. I feel like there's one more benefit. What am I missing?
You get $5 off of everything each month.
Oh yeah, you get like a $5, which they told me I can use like after the first day. You can technically like the one you get when you first sign up for it. So my thought process is, well, that's 5 times 12. That's about $60. So realistically, that means essentially you can get like maybe one game free a month. I mean, one game free a year. If I wanted to play in that direction, then obviously you earn reward points for buying more stuff from them.
Yeah.
So my idea is
the $5 doesn't stack.
What do you mean it doesn't? Oh, so what? It's $5 a month?
Yes.
Oh my God! Fine, whatever.
That's why I say it's best to use it on like if you're collecting cards, because then you can get a free booster pack.
But what if I don't want to have another addiction, man?
Then that's on you. You already came to a video game store. You already have an addiction.
A game store and a card addiction are two different things, all right? That's like saying...
Not according to GameStop.
Not anymore, bro.
No, that's just because they put them all in the same building.
And let's be real, most video game players are also card players. Like it happens a lot, actually.
I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just saying I'm not trying to be another statistic. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying to you. The point I'm making is... And the main thing that kind of even drew my attention in the first place was this whole retro business, this whole GameStop retro, which is them essentially going back to how they used to be in their early days. I won't say
Thank God I don't work at one of the retro stores. Thank God.
Why?
Because
what?
So when I went to a GameStop again, like when I was older, I originally kept hearing about everybody going, "Oh, it's gonna shut down." Like, cool, I can milk this until it go and like it's gone. And if it's gonna shut down, that means not a lot of customers are gonna be in this bitch, right? Nope, motherfuckers keep coming to this bitch, and most people will come in and ask, "Do you have any games for Wii do you have any games for Super Nintendo? Do you have any games for PlayStation 1? And I keep going, no, go away. Like, it's so fucking annoying. Then they made a GameStop retro. I'm like, oh, shit. Thankfully, it's not one of my
GG.
GameStop, though. So I was like, good.
So the concern is just the amount of people who come in?
Yeah, well, yeah.
In that context, I mean.
Yeah, imagine, like, it's
But
just
but you still complain about people hitting you up now anyway, though.
oh yeah, but obviously we're in that era now where everybody suddenly likes retro shit. It's like everybody was dogging the Wii out for like a while, the Wii and the Wii U, and now all of a sudden, now everybody's like, "Do you have any Wii games? Do you have any Wii U games?" I'm like, "What happened to the fucking?" Okay, sure. So I'm like, "Good, go to the retro store. Leave me the fuck alone."
That's because it's kind of like, what's that? You know what song? It's fucking Mike Jones. Back then you didn't want me.
They didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, do you have any 3DS games? Do you have any DS games? Like, motherfuckers weren't talking about the 3DS like 5 years ago.
Well, that's a little bit not true. The 3DS was popping. Hell, the 3DS was the most popular, most profitable thing Nintendo had during that time.
Wait, Orion Sword understands. It's not an addiction. It's just a way of life.
Orion says that because but Orion's a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I expected that from him.
Well, Terrell, I'm talking about GameStop customers specifically, because there's a little bit of a difference between like video game like purchasers and GameStop video game purchasers. Like, that's mainstream casual versus like very that they're not us. And I hate to Kendrick Lamar joke aside, they're not like us. Like,
is that aside? I feel like that's on the nose.
yeah, they're not like us. Like you, me, Richie, TSS, KG, the people in the chat. We are gamers, like, in the sense that we'll go out of our way to buy like the deluxe edition to some shit if we like it enough.
Depending on the franchise,
we'll go out of our way to learn. We can talk to you about the lore of the franchise all day. Correct. These are people that like, oh, I vaguely remember that when I was a kid. Now I want to play it again because I'm a man child.
No, I wouldn't say man child. I would just say they're nostalgic. They miss it's that thought process of missing a simpler time when life wasn't as bad. Or, well, I mean, that's how, unfortunately, if you're a Pokemon fan, that's literally what they've been catering to since like Gen 6. Remember back in the day when you knew about Charmander and Bulbasaur?
Okay, I'll say it this way. When I went to GameStop, like around the time the 3DS came out, nobody was fucking with the 3DS like that. You'd see like 1 or 2 or 3.
Now you're right in the sense. Remember,
and you would see children mostly get it. Nowadays, all these adults are like, "Well, you got any 3DS games?" Blah blah blah.
So you're right for a part of that because the 3DS came out in 2011, and the 3DS didn't do well. People were surprised. 3DS just didn't do well. And it wasn't until, I want to say, 2012, 2013, when they dropped the price, and then they made an XL version, and then they had a bunch of games that people wanted came out, like the dang remakes for well, I don't know if you call them remakes, but the remasters for like Star Fox and Zelda and stuff like that. And then, 2013 is when Pokemon X and Y came out.
Right.
So 3DS had like a year lull of people not really fucking with it, right?
Right, yeah.
Right. But what's happening now is that people, the biggest thing that happens, it happens a lot on handhelds, because I think even the Vita gets this to a lesser extent. Most of these handhelds have a ridiculous libraries. Hell, the Game Boy Advance has a crazy library, but you know what happens? People ain't worrying about that because Call of Duty came out, or Uncharted, or Last of Us, or God of War, or Halo. And so when people finally get back, because let's be real here, at least with Nintendo handhelds, there's only like a handful of games that people are really buying handhelds for. I was talking to someone about it the other day. The only reason why people still bought Nintendo handhelds is because Pokemon was still in it. Pokemon, for a lot of people, was the main reason why they owned a DS, a Game Boy Advance, and a Game Boy Color. Like, that was it. That and maybe a handful of other handheld IPs. But for the most part, Pokemon was like the core reason. And people go, "Oh shit, the DS had other games besides Pokemon."
Yeah, and other games? No way.
And unfortunately, it's the same thing that's going on with the 3DS. The 3DS had other games besides Sun and Moon, besides X and Y, besides all Ultra Sun and Moon or whatever, like or
Smash.
Omega Ruby and that. To be fair, I think the 3DS had the most Pokemon games on it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
that's also not counting the side games as well.
Well, really, Pokemon side games have kind of gone to the wayside.
Oh no, they are. But
Like,
but
realistically, well, go ahead.
I'm still counting them as Pokemon games. So
I'm trying to think
if
what
we
side
count
games
that's a lot.
what side games did we have on the 3DS?
What was it? The Pokemon 3D Rumble?
Oh yeah, the Rumble series.
The
Rumble
Rumble series.
And the Mystery Dungeon series.
Yeah, the Mystery Dungeon.
Did we have new Mystery Dungeon on 3DS?
Sky Explorers or whatever the fuck it was called.
That was the 3DS?
I thought it
Yeah.
was. Or no.
Sky-
Wasn't it? No, it was the
Dude.
super Mystery Dungeons, the one with the Mega Evolutions in it.
God, that's how you know I haven't looked at a fucking Mystery Dungeon
Yeah,
game.
the one that had Charizard Y on the box.
You're talking about Super Mystery Dungeon.
I just said that.
Yeah, he did just say that. He did just say that. No, but the overarching point we were trying to mention is just the fact that like
Gates to Infinity was on here. I just remembered.
For some reason those games just kind of felt like they came and went, but that's also because the Pokemon side series don't really get the same level that they used to. Like realistically, when people talk about,
they kind of did.
I don't remember people. I don't even remember what year those games came out. What year did those games come out?
Rich, you're faster at it. Look it up, please.
While we're talking, but the main thing with GameStop is just more so willing to give them a chance for retro. I remember when I used to walk into a GameStop, they had that big ass case in the front that had either the DS, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color games all in a glass case, and you could see everything you wanted to get. Well, Ranger, we don't talk about Ranger. Okay, listen, Orion. Like Ranger's a good series, but Ranger only had Ranger only had one game, right?
Oh, Pokemon games.
Like how many?
It was Pokemon Rangers. There was Pokemon Ranger Shadow of Omnia, and then there was Pokemon Rangers.
I got the juice.
Are those all on the DS?
Yeah.
God, those were coming out too quick.
Yeah, those were 3 Pokemon Ranger games.
Yeah, those were coming out too quick. That's a lot for a side series, especially on one console. That's on some Uncharted shit, like they did on the PS3.
By the way, Gates to Infinity was November 23rd, 2012. And then
that's
Super
why
Mystery
it was like
Super Mystery Dungeon came out September 17th, 2015. So it's like a
so the first one
almost 3-year gap.
The first one was like the year after the 3DS came out, and the other one was like midway through the 3DS. I don't know why. The only for whatever reasons, Mystery Dungeon, the last game I remember was the port on the Switch. That was the last one I remember, which people still have feelings about that game because although nothing against Mystery Dungeon on a console looks weird because it doesn't look like a console game like at all. Even the remake they did, it was like, oh, great. That's the kind of irrelevant. My point more so is just kind of going back to the GameStop thing is that GameStop went through a period where people couldn't stand them. And unfortunately, we as a society have gone less and less towards physical in general. It's all about digital. That's why everyone was selling digital codes and vouchers and eShop and PSN and Game Pass cards now, Roblox, all that other nonsense. Even modern GameStop is still like a culmination of like, I don't want to say nerddom, but kind of. It's like anime, old games, Funko Pops, and fucking. Are they still selling? Y'all still selling phones and tablets?
No, you can trade in phones, smartphones, tablets, and.
So they still accept those.
Yeah. You can't buy them from there, but you can trade them in, and I hate when people trade those in.
Why?
We're not a fucking. When did we become part of Apple? When did that fucking shit happen? The part that frustrates me the most is that our mall has an Apple store. Go there. Leave me the fuck alone.
I am a little surprised they're turning into a GameStop instead of an Apple store.
Exactly. Why the
That's
fuck?
what I'm saying.
Because 9 times out of 10, I already know why they do it. They bring they broken ass, scratched up ass, fucking eye products to my damn store so they can get some fucking crack money. I hate it. I fucking hate it,
I
bro.
don't like that. That's the default assumption that they're going to get crack money.
Well, no, because I can tell. So, like, literally, there'll be two options. I'll be like, okay, you're getting this much in store credit, you're getting this much in cash. So, what do you want to do? They're like, let me get the cash, bro. Let me get the cash. Like,
I really hope that's not how they're talking to you.
Yeah,
that would surprise me.
I just want the cash. Dude got mad because one dude got mad because his fucking smartwatch had a bunch of like scratches and cracks on that bitch. So he only got like 30 for it in cash. And he's just like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I wanted more cash than that. And then he just left. He just literally like left the store. Left his whole fucking state ID there too, because you have to give a state ID if you're trading in something like that.
Wait, really?
Well, yeah, we gotta type you into the thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like dude, it's very clear. The dude, every person who comes in to trade in an product, they only want the cash, and I'm like, I know what's up. Either A, you stole this bitch, or B, you trying to trade it in for fucking drug money. This shit happens all the time. I can't stand it.
I never like how GameStop needed your.
It's fucking stolen. I'm not stupid. I know it's stolen. One, this don't look like you at all. This is some other fucking family on the goddamn wall screen. You didn't even bother to reset the bitch.
Oh Lord, Goki, I'm not getting stuff from GameStop. Okay.
Ghetto ass bitches.
You only get stuff at Tyrone store.
Tyrone's jaded as fuck.
I fucking hate it, bro.
That's the one thing I hate about customer service. Customer service make you hate human beings, like to the highest degree.
Oh no, I hate human beings. Fuck all you.
Say what?
I've hated human beings before customer service, but still.
I'm just saying customer service didn't help, did it?
Oh no.
It made it worse.
I fucking hate it. Christmas time, y'all can go eat a dick. I hate.
Oh.
You're the one who wanted the second job, sir.
I want the money.
I mean, yeah, but it
comes at a cost.
You still have to. Also, don't y'all have crazy deals? Or from what the lady was telling me today, she was like, "Oh, you guys get access to like the pro deals before anybody else does this, that, and the third."
For example, the last one we had was like you can get 4 games for like $40 if those games cost $20 and under. So essentially, you're getting two other games that cost $20 for free.
Yeah. I used to hate those deals because the games. That means you have to find old games.
You gotta find 4 pre-owned games that are $20.
What if they were more than 20?
Then you ain't getting the deal.
Even if it was still used?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It says for games $20 and under.
Yeah, but no, even the used games that people would want to buy are not $20. Like if I wanted to buy a used Switch game, them bitches are at least 30 to 40.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nintendo has no communication with GameStop at all when it comes to those sales. They know damn well, but I've done my research. Out of all the consoles that get docked in price every fucking Sunday, by the way, Nintendo's prices don't budge at all. The only time Nintendo's prices on Switch games will ever budge if it's some generic ass third-party game that nobody gives a shit about. Mm-hmm. Like It Takes Two or something.
Oh, that's rude. People like that game.
By the way, I looked it up out of curiosity. Apparently they started doing this whole trade-ins with the phones and shit back in 2011.
Yeah, it's about time.
So they've been doing it for 13 years.
They did it, but I wasn't doing it at the time.
And also, I wasn't. That was around the time I stopped using GameStop.
Back then, I think only managers can do it. And I wasn't a manager at that time.
Why only managers?
Because it was new and managers were trusted to do that because they had just started it.
I always question what they do with that stuff. Is that like recycled since they don't?
I think they take it to their corporate office in Texas and then refurbish them or sell them back. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but I thought they don't sell phones and tablets.
No, they don't sell them to the people. They sell them to like the companies.
So essentially, instead of just trading it to Apple, you're trading it to GameStop for them to essentially sell it back to Apple.
Yeah, I guess.
That sounds fucking ridiculous.
Either that or they sell it to like third-party phone distributors.
But for those who are curious, the main thing I really want to get is some old consoles. The one I really want to get is the 2DS before that becomes offensive because
I can't decide between either the N64 or the Wii. Can't decide which one's better to prioritize.
if you have honestly, you don't even need to get a Wii. You could just get a Wii U, but that might be I don't know if that's
Yeah, I need to get a Wii U.
that's what I would have done because the Wii U plays Wii games. So why would you need it? Like
you wouldn't need a Wii.
you essentially would have both.
And you can use a regular HDMI on the Wii U, whereas in the Wii, you have to use a Nintendo HDMI cable, which sucks.
Well, no, the Wii doesn't even have HDMI.
It does have an HDMI cable. Look on the back of your Wii.
The Wii doesn't have HDMI.
Look on the back of your Wii. Yes, it does.
Damn it, I don't have my Wii next to me. It's probably one of those damn. Those in the chat. Check. I'm pretty sure the original Wii does not. It didn't even have. You still had to use the fucking what is it? RGB cables. It was in the same tier as like the PS2. We didn't have HDMI. Hell, the original 360 didn't have HDMI. I think you had to. It was like they had the updated model of it had HDMI.
It didn't. The original. It does have HDMI.
That one I'm not sure about, but I'm 90% sure the Wii.
About it 'cause I'm looking at it right now.
Well, I mean, what for the 360? Like I said, I didn't have one, so that one I'm not gonna put my life on. But I know the Wii did not have HDMI.
It does.
Hold on, let me go back.
It had one of those things here. I'm gonna show you. No, I'm gonna show you. Here, look at public chat.
Wait, hold on.
I posted it. It's right there.
Let me see.
It was a Nintendo exclusive HDMI cable. That means you couldn't.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's not. I'm pretty sure that's not HDMI, man.
It was Nintendo Wii's HDMI.
It was not. Oh, that was not HDMI, bro. Oh, let me see, Richie. What is this? That's the Wii console is not compatible with HDMI. If you wish to view the Wii console with a higher quality image, the component video exactly it was component. It was component cables.
What is that right there?
That's
right
component cables, man.
No, hold on.
This the same shit the PS2 had.
No, the Wii had that too.
Yeah, but that wasn't HDMI. Is what I'm saying. It's not HDMI. It's component. The Wii I put it in like 480p. You didn't get HD until like the 360 and PS3. The Wii's first HD console was the Wii U. That is the first HD console they ever put out. Boomer's talking about components. Shut up, Goki. Get the fuck out of here, Goki. I'm just saying. I knew my shit about the Wii. I was like, wait a minute, hold on now. I know the Wii never had HDMI. Hell, I didn't even have a TV that ran HDMI until like, ooh.
Wait a minute. I'm just now looking this up, and I don't know the knowledge of this.
What?
Why the fuck is the Wii U, the white edition, only 8 gigabytes, but the black one is 32?
That was Nintendo offering storage, and the storage was ass no matter what.
Yeah.
How'd that make any sense?
Well, the white one was cheaper.
Yeah.
The white one was cheaper because it had less storage. You had like 8 gigs versus 32. They were both ass. I still stuck an external drive up to the back of the Wii U when I used it.
You kind of had no choice to just get a better SD.
And then the Wii actually is the only other console that still that let you put in SD cards. That was the other thing that was crazy. But I don't know why the Wii U let you do that in retrospect because that's how people hacked it. When you found out you could put an SD card in that bitch. I don't know how you did it. And especially considering how anti-hacking Nintendo is. It's like, guys, I feel like you didn't think this out. No, man, we giving out.
No, they didn't fix shit for you, the fuck.
Nah, but yeah, if you're gonna get an old Wii console, if you're gonna get a game to play Wii games, get the Wii U. At least then you can play Wii and Wii U games. Although the unfortunate thing is that a lot of Wii U games now are on Switch, minus a handful of them. Like for my Xenoblade fans who are still looking at X going, when we gonna... You need to get an HDMI accessory for the Wii. Is that what you said, Daryl? What the fuck was the accessory? I didn't even know it had an accessory.
That's what it was. There was a thing that like turned it into a... Yeah, I remember it now.
Oh, was that third party?
Probably.
I don't think... Hold on.
I mean, I'm looking it up. So far, I see nothing but third party.
That's what I thought, because I'm like, I know Nintendo never made no HDMI adapter.
There's
I know,
one that's called...
I can see the fans doing that, though.
port Holic Wii to HDMI converter for almost.
Oh, I see what you. Yeah, yeah. Someone made. People were making. It's 2024. People have just made adapters for the Wii. The Wii's been hacked to hell at this point because the Wii was nothing but a GameCube, two GameCubes stuck together. So wait, question in Tyrone, since you work there, is there any used consoles that people will be buying more than others?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Mostly just PS5s.
Really?
Most people
really
buy used PS5s. Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't surprise me.
And the only used PS5s that exist are the fat ones. Nobody's trading in the slim ones.
Well, the slim ones just came out. That means you would have to bought one and traded in within a year.
Also, on top of that, you also have the Pro coming in very soon. So,
well, that's true, but we haven't had any confirmation of that. That's all
also, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't give a shit. I'm at this point. I'm just getting the damn. It's already pissing me off that I have to get this PS5 Slim, and I don't even get like a huge discount on it.
Why?
Because the Pro membership does you the most justice on pre-owned items, not new items. But I remember TSS Richie and I were talking about this, and TSS.
Yeah, you were talking about this. I remember this.
Also, Donnie, there's also Slims that have discs in them, Donnie. They're not all digital.
Yeah, there's physical and digital.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
And TSS was like, don't get the pre-owned one. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. Don't get the pre-owned one. But then that pissed me off because then that means I can't dock the price. Because a pre-owned PlayStation 5 would be $469. Then if you use your Pro membership, it'll dock it down more. Then you can use, I built up about 15,000 points. So that would dock it down by $15, which would dock it down more. Plus my employee discount, which would dock it down more. Plus my $5 off I get every month, which would dock it down more. That's multiple discounts knocking that bitch down. But unfortunately,
it doesn't apply to new consoles.
It doesn't apply to new consoles, so I don't get I gotta pay the full fucking $4.99, and then I can use my $15 plus my employee discount and my $5 off. So the most I get to take off is like 30 to $40.
So I don't know about. So here's my thing. If I'm getting a console that is still currently being sold, I always want that bitch new. Like that's just me.
Of course.
I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to spend the money. So I think it's your issue.
I'm looking at an opportunity where I can tackle that bitch down by damn near $50 to $60.
I mean, you can do that. You just run the risk of that person may or may not taking care of that console properly.
Right.
So unless you want to go through the fun process of opening that bitch up, which to be fair for 5 isn't that hard because they kind of already made to be taken apart to some degree.
Right.
I mean, it's just up to you, at least. And also on top of that, at least if anything happened to it, that first year you had it, there's a warranty
and then
for it.
I was like, fuck it, we got to get the slim one too because the only ones that are used are the fat ones, and I hate them.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway.
They're too fucking big. The slim one can fit literally right in like the slot under my desk. So, fuck it, we ball.
When are you getting that? Because I thought you were gonna get it like.
See what?
Because.
Since I want to use my September coupon, let's see, that would mean
like next week.
No, because I got paid today, so
no. But I'm saying done in September. September is next week. That's what I thought.
Right, but I also want to get it the same day I get my paycheck too. So I got my paycheck today, so that means let's see, 1, 2. So September 13th is what we're looking at, which is on a Friday.
And you're gonna get that plus the Dragon Ball thing plus the Sonic.
I already got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
What about the Sonic Collector's Edition?
That one you can only get on limited run.
I know because it's a limited edition. Someone told me that you had said it in your stream you were getting that. I'm like, isn't that like a $200 thing? So you go spend $200 plus the $500, or I guess $490 something. Well, because the problem is gonna hurt you is tax. Like you'll get the discount and then you'll get hit with tax. So it's probably more like $490 something, like almost $500. So 500 plus the 200. I'm not
even just getting the PlayStation. I'm getting a fucking cooling station on it.
The cooling station?
Yeah, there's a cooling station.
What is it? Is that literally for just to make sure it doesn't overheat?
Yep.
You think you really need that for a PS5?
I've heard so many people talk about it overheating, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna avoid that problem before it even shows up.
Really?
Plus, we're playing Dragon Ball of all games. That fucking flashy ass, speedy ass game. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this before it overheats and we lag like motherfuckers.
How much
out
is the
here.
cooling station?
It's not a lot. It's like $20 to $30.
So 500 for that, plus the 200 if you got the Sonic collection.
And then I'm also getting another controller for the bitch too.
You're
Which
getting
is damn
whoa.
80
You're getting
bucks.
why are you getting 2 for?
Because I don't want to run into the problem of one of the controllers going down and I'm fucked.
I mean, the PS5 doesn't have a good track record with
No,
controllers.
it doesn't. That's why I'm buying another one to make sure tackling every problem before it exists.
Dog, are you spending like you're spending like borderline? If you get the Sonic thing plus the Dragon Ball stuff, isn't that like upwards near?
I'm probably not gonna get the Sonic stuff.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
and all or just are you gonna at least get the game?
there's no way. I'm getting the game. I already have the game pre-ordered, but I'm probably not gonna get the collector's edition.
Yeah, because the collector's edition I thought was like 200, and I was like,
It's $250.
no, it's 250.
Yeah, it's $250.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just give up on that one. That dream's dead.
Dreams dead.
I don't have overheated on my black plated PS5. Daryl, is yours?
Realistically, the only thing I want on that damn limited edition is I want that steelbook case. That's like the main thing. And
I
maybe
kind of want the Dreamcast. That Dreamcast thing is kind of hard.
the Dreamcast thing is hard, but I've never been a very like if I have statues that come with my game, that's nice, but I'm not losing my mind over that. The box I want that box too.
Yeah, but you can't. Hold on.
I do want that steelbook case so badly. Like,
Let me look real quick. I'm looking out of curiosity. Yeah, it is 250. Let me see something. You could get. Nah, fuck me. Oh, you can switch out the shoes for Sonic and Shadow. Is that what that is? And then the Chow statues, and then the soundtrack, and the.
those shoes are the keychains.
Oh, those are the keychains. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
You can't zoom in on this bitch. Is that a Sega Dreamcast layout for the fucking?
Yeah,
case?
it's a Dreamcast case for the.
God damn it! You can always fix it by getting a kit. I fixed some of my good stick replacements. Yeah, I mean you can always replace sticks, but modern, casuals don't like to do no fixing for their consoles, bro. It's like
Nope.
I just spent $500. Why?
I'm willing to, but I still got to go ahead and get the second controller anyway. Plus, what if somebody comes over? I can like.
Come on, man! It's PlayStation 5. First off, PlayStation barely supports local co-op anyway. I can't even think of that many games that even support it. I bought limited run games to resell. That's because you're a fucking villain, Daryl. That's what you are.
Damn.
You're absolutely a goddamn villain. That's what that is. That is some villainous shit. Damn it.
Yeah, October's gonna be a bitch. October is the day we go broke.
That's probably why I was like, well, this would be the year. This would probably be around the months I would spend the most money anyway. Although
Yeah,
I'm letting you hit Dragon Ball first, and then I'll figure that out later.
It's a big gamble. If I get that Sonic Generations thing, it's gonna be the most reckless fucking purchase I've ever made.
That's one of the reasons why I was like, bro, if you're gonna get the PS5, you should have got it earlier, just for the sake of like it not being so close to other shit you were buying. Because let's say you got just the normal versions of Dragon Ball and Sonic, and you spend like, what is it, 140, or let's say 120 with discounts. That's still like a lot of money by itself, not including what version of Dragon Ball you get? Because I know you didn't get the standard edition.
I got the Ultimate Edition.
How much was that one?
It's like $100. Yeah, it's like $108.
God damn, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot. Even if you got the standard version.
I wouldn't be mad if the fucking Ultimate Edition came with the Steelbook, because that's the whole reason I wanted the Collector's Edition, because it comes with the Steelbook.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do that. Because then they want you to get the whole thing.
I wish GameStop, because sometimes GameStop will just say fuck it and sell the Steelbook with the pre-order of the game. They're doing that for Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Oh, no, that's.
If you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 6, you get the Steelbook and you get a beta code so you can play the demo early. But
I don't care about the Steelbook.
I care about the Steelbook.
Yeah, but say Tyrone's been on this whole. I felt bad, Tyrone, because I saw Steelbook today actually.
I saw a Bayonetta Steelbook, and unfortunately somebody bought it before I did. I was so fucking.
You talking about OG Bayonetta?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. It's probably it wasn't the Vanquish collection one, is it?
It was.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was like, you damn straight I want Bayonetta with the fucking steel, but no, they sold some bitch bought it before I got to
Oh,
the
that
store.
was the reason. Tyrone, they said if you got the Ultimate Edition, you'd be able to play it 3 days early from the release.
Yeah, that's why I got it. Because it's gonna be delivered to my house on October 8th.
Ah, gotcha.
Instead of October 11th or whatever the fuck it comes out.
I just
Yeah, October's fucked. And then right after that, Dragon Quest 3 comes out in November. Like, we're fucked.
well, hell,
We're fucked,
even going in September, fucking Zelda comes out September for me, and I'm just like,
I don't give a shit about no damn Zelda.
I know you don't give a shit. I
like Zelda, but
you don't. You like Zelda in like a basic way, whereas like
yeah.
I'm not even saying I'm a huge Zelda person because I'm not, but I haven't really bought a 2024 game since Persona. Yeah, Persona was like no, Thousand Year Door. Thousand Year Door was the last 2024 game I've played. I haven't really played anything in between Zelda, Sonic, Dragon Ball, and then Dragon Quest, and then Mario and Luigi. I'm like, God damn, y'all gotta. I hate this. This is bad. You know what this reminds me of? This is back in the day when like E3 would come out, and then they would put all their major game releases in like the last 3 or 4 months of the year, and you're just like, bruh,
I can't do this.
where am I getting this money from that you think I have? Like, I'm looking now. Although I heard Star Wars did not review well, and then obviously this is also around the time where people start playing Madden.
I mean, who would have thought?
Star Wars Outlaws?
Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. I heard that one didn't particularly review well.
Who would have thought?
Or people said it started off really good and then it got really repetitive.
I can see that.
Oh, that's right, Sandland. I forgot about Sandland. Is that already
came out already? Yeah, that been out.
How long has it been out for? That was.
It's been out for some months now.
Yeah, I'm surprised you weren't even interested in that. Honestly,
I like all of Toriyama stuff.
Hey, listen, you play a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
Sandland came out on August of 2023.
What? Why does it say new releases here then?
I guess it still counts as a new release.
That's fine.
It was towards the end of the what is CS?
Oh fuck me, yeah, the Metaphor game from Atlas. Damn it, I forgot about that. I knew I forgot about something. I don't know if I need to play another Atlas game. I'm real with you, dog. Atlas will take me the fuck out, dog. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of like. It's no disrespect to Atlas, but it's also like, guys, I'm only one man and I only have so much money. Like
God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers.
Are you even? What do you get? Are you buying anything this upcoming holiday season, Richie? Or anything you specifically want?
I think if there's one big purchase, I'm gonna make it close in case people say I'm too far. Because I was laying down my chair. I think the only big purchase I might consider, if we're talking about strictly video game consoles or video games that isn't just PC, might be the PlayStation and a few other games here and there. But even that, I'm not too sure about that.
You mean like you're gonna buy the console?
Yeah, like buy the console and obviously some games to go on with it. And I know for a fact if that happens, that's already like a $700 some investment because you're talking about like the console itself, you're talking about like the games at full price. That's like easily $700 some.
Yeah.
So that's really the only big thing because otherwise I might just chill this year. But
you chill. But you're gonna chill to spending $500. And be like, hey man, what's good? Also, realistically, if we're getting a PlayStation 5 Pro, I feel like at this point you would probably need to announce that.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. Because
it should be getting announced like now. I would think we're in September. Usually, if those consoles come out, they come out right before Black Friday, which is in November.
That's what the rumor. That's what the latest rumor says, along with a mock-up of a design, which obviously they're not going to show you like the actual design document because that would be legal trouble.
is the point of the PlayStation 5 Pro? What's the point? Who gives a shit?
More money for Sony if that's the short version.
More money, and yeah, they've been.
I mean,
doing it
it'll
for
be a
years.
more powerful console, but if you're asking why they're making more money,
What is it doing that the other two PlayStation 5s can't?
it's gonna make people want to buy it because it'll be viewed technically better.
How? How is it better?
I mean, you're asking me for specs for a console that currently we don't even know exists.
But that's my point. My point is, like, we're getting hyped for something that realistically isn't worth it.
Well, I don't know if I say we're getting hyped. If anything, and my question to you, since you're buying you're supposed to be buying a PlayStation 5 this month, well, going into September, would you just wait?
No, what the fuck would I wait for? Fucking Sparking Zero comes out next, like the month.
Because
after.
I'm just saying, so this is how I usually treat it. If I'm out and let's say I want to get a Switch console or I want to get a new Xbox, right? You know, whatever. If I know a Pro is coming out the same year, I would rather get the best version of the console. Like, why the fuck? Like, I don't know. That's me though. Like I did that for PlayStation Pro actually. My 4 is a 4 Pro because the Pro had just came out and it made no sense to me.
Like, you can do that, but then for me, that means I would sacrifice being able to play Sparking Zero when it comes out.
Well, it depends on when it comes out.
Well, it's not gonna come out before fucking October. You mean that month that's literally shit? August is damn near over. So wait,
no, August is over after tomorrow, technically.
Yeah, is it coming out after a month? I don't fucking think so. That'd be the fastest production of some bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
Well, remember, this would just be the announcement of it. Realistically, you ain't like you're to do anything other than be like, "Hey, it's coming out this date." Like
nobody gives a shit about no funky ass PlayStation 5 Pro. To me, this is dumb because the PlayStation 5 specifically to me is one of the dumbest consoles. This motherfucker came out, and for years nobody really people bought it, but nobody gave a fuck about it. Not really. The amount of games that you can play on this bitch was ass. All the games could be played on PlayStation 4. Motherfucking Miles Morales could be played on PlayStation 4. The only PlayStation 5 exclusive game I can think of at this time was Spider-Man fucking 2. And 4 fucking spoken.
Didn't Sun Wukong just come out though?
I almost dropped the wrong word. What am I gonna do with 4 spoken?
Yo, well, that's the problem.
But
remember, the PS5 came out 2020, right? In the middle.
Scalpers got the hold of it during COVID, so it was unobtainable for like a year and a half.
Also, Daryl, I thought the PS5 already ran most games at 60 FPS anyway, right?
Exactly. They already run shit at like 4K.
Well, it depends on the game.
Depends on the game.
Most games run at least 1440p 60 from what I've been hearing.
I think the only other game that I think that was worth it was Stellar Blade, but Stellar Blade came out years after the fact. Stellar Blade literally kind of just came out. Stellar Blade came out last year.
Was it last year?
Late last year.
I thought it was this year.
No, the Stellar Blade came out late last year.
Did it?
Hold up.
I thought it was early this year.
Oh, no, it came out this year. It was April.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was earlier. You almost got gaslit. I was like, hold up.
No, it was announced late last year.
Oh, that's right. You also have the Metal Gear remake coming out this year.
Yeah, motherfucker. There was nothing on the PlayStation 5. The only exclusive I can think of right now that's coming out for the PlayStation 5 is also playable on PC is Concord. Concord?
Wait, what about that Sun Wukong game that just came out?
I don't give a fuck about no damn Sun Wukong game.
Yeah, but I know people. I know people. People might care.
I'm already playing Sparking Zero.
All right, first off, that's you. What I'm saying is people cared, is what I'm saying.
PlayStation 5 just now started getting a somewhat decent library. Bro, we're in 2024. PlayStation came out in what, 2019? 18?
No, 20.
You're talking about PS5 2020.
Yeah, PS5 was 2020.
So for 4 years, they were just ass, and then they finally decided at the final year, I guess we'll pop out some good games.
Yeah, November 2020. November 12th.
So it's not even fully 4 years yet. It's like 3 and almost 4 years.
And for three and a half years.
3.5 years.
For 3.5 years, nobody gave a fuck.
I'm not I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is, you always gotta remember, other people did care about certain games. But if we're talking about, if we're being fair and honest here, the biggest problem the PlayStation had is that for like a year and a half to 2 years, you couldn't even buy the console,
Can't wait to play God of War Ragnarok.
which you can also pay on PC now, I believe.
Exactly. So
The worst part about PlayStation was always the PC ports, because
I think
now,
Final
because
Fantasy
you
16 came out on that bitch too. My bad.
say what just came out. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, yeah, but people don't like that game. Well,
No, they don't. People pretend they like the game because it was new.
No,
and then after a few months it came out, nobody gave a fuck about no damn Final Fantasy 16 because Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth came out.
Which that game kind of felt like it just kind of disappeared.
It came and went. People played it for like a month and a half, then nobody fucking talked about it anymore. Like, PlayStation's lifespan is so ass.
Also, side note, God of War Ragnarok comes out on PC in September 19th, so you won't even need a PlayStation 5 to play it.
So no offense to you, Richie. When you said that the Pro is coming out, I was like, realistically, why do I care? If they say this bitch runs slightly faster with slightly
Would
less
you care if
time,
it forced a discount to the main?
Actually, Ragnarok comes out beginning of November 9th.
What the fuck? I'm looking at Steam. Steam says September.
Oh my, no, okay, no, that's on me. Fucking.
What were you looking at?
I looked up. No. So what it was is I looked up PC release, and then but they gave me, instead of like the actual release date for that one, they gave me the console one. I'm like, bro.
Oh, okay.
No
All right, no, I got you.
Oh, no. I didn't take any. No, I don't take any offense to that. I'm just like.
No, I was just trying to get Listen, I was just trying to get clarification. Most people who played on console will buy games on console, which is true. Right. But like, PC gaming has had such a rise in especially the last 10 years. Like, realistically, it makes more sense just to invest in a PC experience just for the sake of you getting access to everything. Because the gap in between PlayStation coming out with games on their consoles and then them getting ported to PC, that's it. It's like, I think the gap is like not even. Well, I mean, it's probably been like it used to be a couple years. Now it's like a year or two. Actually, now I think about, is Dragon Ball coming out on Steam?
Is Dragon Ball what?
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, is that gonna come out on Steam?
Let me check. Hold up.
It is. Tara, why don't you just buy the Steam version? You want a physical copy, don't you?
I want the damn case.
Yeah, he wants the case. I'm just saying it would have been cheaper to just buy the game on Steam.
Because when I'm old and I got nothing else to validate my life, I will have a video game library and I can go voila and then show off all the cases on my wall.
I mean, to be fair, the assumption would be,
do that if it's on Steam.
I mean, the assumption would be that you would be happily married at that point, but you know.
No.
All right. All right. Relax. I was just saying. That's all. I was just saying. Okay, I thought.
Even if I was married, if I had my own house and I go to a fucking a gaming room and people see my gaming room and I can go voila and they'll see the fucking case along with all the other cases of shit I have.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying there were options.
You're fucking up the voila if you buy shit on Steam.
Yeah, but you would save money instead of buying a console.
If I say voila and not show people my PC, they gonna whoop my ass, Terrell. I don't think you understand.
I mean, you have a custom PC. I don't think that's anything to like not be like ooh at.
Look at all the games I have. Where they at? In this box. This colorful rainbow box.
I'm just saying. Also, fuck you, Square. Sorry, I'm looking through upcoming games. I forgot that they had the Final Fantasy digital collection, but it's fucking $75, and I'm just kind of like, man, I want the collection, but I don't want to spend $75.
No,
right.
I mean, PC can be expensive, Daryl, but like, it's not. It'd be different if Tyrone didn't already have a custom PC. He already has a custom PC.
Right.
So it doesn't really make any fucking sense.
Also, you have to look at it for me, I always look at it long term. Yes, a building PC is going to be expensive, but long term, it's like one of the better investments you can make.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's an investment. That's the whole point.
Yeah, like it's maybe short term depending on who you are and your objectives. It might be good short term right away, but long term, regardless, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Oh, we're not going to talk about the fucking the rebirth thing, man. Y'all, I'm not bothering with Final. I'm not bothering with Final Fantasy until after that whole thing is finished, which will probably take another 3 years, and then it'll take another year for them to put out a collection for it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I
That way
just
you-
think that's a lot. And then also
You know,
remember, we got the fucking. Are you getting the Are you getting the Marvel the Capcom collection?
I'm getting it, but I'm getting it afterwards, like after it's come out. I'm not in a hurry to
Man, please, I'm gonna be on MVC2 day one. Fuck that.
day one.
Day one it comes. Well, the digital version is the 12th, and then the physical version is. Oh God, what's the physical version? The physical version is November, I think.
So they did make release dates for that.
It was in the direct.
Oh.
They said the digital release is September 12th, and then the physical is November. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm a whore. I'll buy it twice. It also because it's MVC2. You know how long people have wanted MVC on modern consoles, dog? Man, I kill a man. Like that's where I was at with it for the longest time. So I'm happy to get an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. Fuck. I'm just at this point. I think my gaming for this year, for this latter half of the year, won't probably be as bad as Tyrone's overall. But I'm probably gonna spend some money I wasn't trying to spend. Like if I'm gonna be real about it. Like if I get, go ahead.
I still gotta buy a Stellar Blade. There's other shit I gotta fucking.
Are you getting that? There's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection?
What?
Yeah, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days. What?
Yeah, I'm looking on GameStop right now. It's like the old game. Is those Game Boy games? Is that what this is? It's.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's like the old games that won the Game Boy and shit.
Yeah, that's coming out. Well, that one doesn't have a date, but that one's coming out soon. I remember playing that first one. The one from 2000. I remember that one. Although
Is Reach Chef of Destruction on there?
does it give me includes 2000's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, 4 Battle Duel Monsters 4 Battle of Great Duelists, the 2001 Duel Monsters 6 Expert 2. Oh my god, what are these names? These are not.
Yeah. Oh, I remember these because these were the names that they made because of the tournaments that they would have.
Oh.
Yeah. So if it doesn't have Reach Chef of Destruction, I don't give a fuck. So
You fucking savage.
Reach Chef of Destruction is the only game that's fucking worth it.
It has about what was it called again?
Reach Chef of Destruction.
I don't think so.
No,
Oh, these are the ones that were originally in Japan.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So Terrell, that game you said you played, you didn't play it, but the sad
I
truth
played the
is-
Americanized version of it.
No, not even that. The sad truth is they all are like this. They just got updated cards.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Damn.
The video game's goal was to sell cards. This was during an era where the video game's job was to just promote the card game. So literally they would print the same game over and over, but updated to have cards. So for example, Joey's deck would get updated to like his deck he used in Battle City. Mako's Tsunami was added because he wasn't added to the original one. And then they would just use cards from like 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004. Like it would literally be the exact same game because there was no story mode in these games. It's literally just a gauntlet of you dueling like Tristan, Taya, Joey, Mako, Weevil, Rex. And then you would have to duel them multiple times to unlock harder modes. So you can duel Yugi, Kaiba, Merrick. For a while, you couldn't even duel the first one, the one you played on the Game Boy. Merrick wasn't even a playable character. The bitch was on the bot.
That's kind of wild.
You couldn't even duel his ass, and the bitch was on the bot. But it was his like Rare Hunter debut picture.
Oh,
You
Pokemon
wouldn't be
Trainer
able-
Emerald said they haven't announced everything yet for it.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to do a Merrick until the sequel game that came afterwards. But that was when Merrick finally got a release in the anime. By that time, they finally added the Egyptian guide cards to the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that early collection is gonna be wild. I mean, I might get it if it's on sale, but
It all hinges on the ability of how bad do you want X thing and how much
Yeah.
money you willing to spend for it.
pretty much, yeah.
Because even the stuff from this holiday, do we technically need to get Dragon Ball Day One? No, because my question then becomes to you, Tyrone, how much you spending on DLC? Because it's Dragon Ball, you know how it's gonna go.
Well, first, I think because I bought the Ultimate Edition, my first set of DLC is free. It's the same thing that happened with Fighters. But later DLC is obviously gonna cost money. I can already tell Sparking Zero is gonna be just like Xenoverse 2, where it lives off DLC for most of its life.
Well, of course.
So
Now,
by that time, I want to say 5 years will have passed, and the game will still be popping out characters.
the question is just more so how much money we trying to spend. Because I'm at the point where I would rather just take the L as far as on a PlayStation 5. Because at this point, by the time this year is over, you, Richie, KG already has a PS5. Y'all all have PlayStation 5s in our group, I believe. I think that's it. No, wait. And Dean, because Dean already has one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
You've been playing, by the way, have you been playing Genshin on your PC?
Yeah, I play Genshin on
Okay, all right, just asking. I know some people play it on console, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, Tronic plays it on console.
Yeah. And then next year is when the new Nintendo console is supposed to come out. And I'm just like, y'all need to chill financially. And I still don't know really what Xbox plans to do going into the next generation because I guess the question more so is how much longer do we have?
Xbox is probably gonna die.
No, I'm talking about, okay, so a console generation normally is about 7 years. The PS3 to PS4 was from 2006 to 2013, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, because that's when PS4 came out.
so the question, if we're at year 4 by the end of this year, and they're talking about putting out a Pro, but we have no games for this year. That's the other thing that's tripping me out. What games do we have this year that are brand new?
For X,
Well,
Xbox?
no, for PlayStation. That are exclusive.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking.
Because Dragon Ball is multi-plat.
Yep.
I think we have the Astrobot game, I believe.
yeah.
Which I'm not gonna say that actually looked pretty good. I'm gonna give that one credit.
Right.
But that's only one fucking game. And then you have your God of War being ported to PC next month. And then I think Ghost of Tsushima is already on PC as well.
Ghost of Sushi. Let's go.
Oh my lord. Yeah, they tend to go on sale. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy and the Duelist Evolution, I think it was ball on sales years ago. Okay, gotcha. The only reason why I even bring this up is because people were concerned about the next generation of gaming in general. Between losing studios for certain game franchises and Sony's outright said that I don't think they really made their money back on Spider-Man, by the way. I think the issue, and I know why, I think the issue with Spider-Man specifically was you had to pay Disney royalties, or at least licensing fees, to even use the character. Because I know Sony has access to Spider-Man, but I think it's only through movies. And they're required to make some sort of Sony movie, make movies with him somewhat consistently. But for gaming, I think they still have to pay Disney money to use it. So between that and the money they use for marketing plus the money that it took to build the game, they didn't really make any money, which I know Tyrone asked earlier, why are you coming out with a Pro? The other reason because they're not making enough money on game sales realistically. If you're not putting out games, how are you making money on games? And if your console wasn't available for 2 years, how are you making money on consoles? So the only thing you can really do is either PSN subscriptions, which I know people are enjoying that price hike, right, guys? Right? Which,
No.
by the way, doesn't that mean you're gonna have to pay for PSN? Since are you gonna play it online, Sparking Zero online? Oh, it's alright. I walked out for a second. But yeah, if he bought if he's buying Sparking Zero, you're gonna want to play it online, which means you have to now buy PlayStation Plus. Which, you know what, Richie, let's go look at how much PlayStation Plus is currently.
It probably
Because I haven't looked in such a long time.
I haven't looked either, but I would not be surprised if it's $12.
Let's go look how much PlayStation Plus is currently. Let me see. See all the membership plans. Let me see. It is currently premium is what?
That can't be good.
Premium is wow. It's $18 a month. There ain't no way that's right. It's $18 a month for just premium? What the fuck?
For what?
So what we were talking about was if you get Sparking Zero, you're gonna want to play it online, which means you have to pay for PlayStation Plus, right?
I already paid for PlayStation Plus.
Now?
What?
You currently play for it? You pay for it now?
Yeah.
Why?
What plan are you on?
What?
Why?
Because I have a PlayStation 4.
But
That's how I got Strikers for free.
What have you been playing games online though?
Sometimes.
So you're spending $18 a month on fucking PSN right now?
No, I have a thing where I just pay like $60 and it pays for the whole year.
Buddy, you know the plan went up, right?
Ah, whatever.
What the fuck?
They raised the price of PSN.
Oh, okay.
Because we were looking at the prices. And currently wait a minute. You know what you probably have? Wait.
Well, if it's already paid off, then whatever.
I know, but you only pay once and then that's for the whole year.
Yeah.
Okay, I think what you probably have is the essential one.
Yeah, because there's essential, extra, and then premium.
Essential is $10 a month, which comes out to like $120.
No,
or
I'm
if
not
you
paying
pay for 3 months, it's $25 every 3 months. Or if you pay for 12 months, well, 12 months is $80 though.
Oh, okay.
Well, that means they probably will renew next year, and that's when you'll get charged with $80 instead of the $60.
Okay.
That's I was talking about because like
I don't think that bugs me.
what playing? You telling me paying for online, paying
It doesn't ruin me financially. I'm not looking up and they're like, "You're evicted." Why? Because of that. Like,
I mean, no, but the point is, well, no, but I understand that it's not like detrimental.
Yeah.
I understand it's not detrimental, but I'm also like, you gotta remember this thing went up only for PlayStation, and there was no benefit for you as a player. Like you didn't gain any extra features, you didn't gain any new extra games. They just said you got to start paying more. That was the original.
Back then, when I had my PlayStation 3, the fucking online was fucking free. The reason that it stopped was because Xbox ruined that shit.
And that's where the vendetta comes from.
Xbox fucked it all up. PlayStation 3's online was absolutely free. I was playing I know this because I was playing Blaze Blue online. It was me and a couple others, and we would play competitive Blaze Blue online like every fucking day. And I didn't have to spend a cent.
So you're right. Essentially, they had a paid plan, but you weren't required to buy it.
Exactly.
The idea was that if you wanted to buy it, you could, but you could be perfectly fine paying for just not paying for anything and just having basic online. And for most people, that was enough. Right. It would be, and I agree. The one thing about Xbox's biggest contribution to gaming is online gaming. But as a result, you've also made another lane to be monetized through online gaming, which, cost us, the consumer, fucking money.
Right.
But the problem that I always hated is that if we got to take the L on online gaming, why don't you just take it the PS3 route where it's not required, but you can if you want to. But then they realize PlayStation fans if you don't give PlayStation fans a choice, they'll just buy it. Also, because most of those PlayStation fans have been indoctrinated by Xbox to just pay for online. And spoiler, that's what happened. And then Nintendo was the only one who was free up until the Switch. And then the Switch made you pay for it as well. And even now, the Switch is still the cheapest. It's actually absurdly cheap compared to fucking PlayStation at this point. Where on a bare minimum, you're spending $80 fucking dollars a year now for a 12-month subscription, as opposed to spending $120 if you bought it monthly. Terrell and Richie, remember Tyrone, the same person who sold his Wii U for a Switch, which means he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to. Oh, okay, so that's Lightning being antagonistic.
Yeah. Just ignore him. That's easier to do.
Game Pass Ultimate is going to be $20. I saw that. Hey, yo, I almost bought a Wii U when the Switch was out, but I found a Switch when it was so hard, so I bought that instead. PS3 online was bad compared to Xbox 360. Yes, that is true. That's why
I did remember hearing stories about.
Yeah, the PS3's online was
bad.
worse than the 360s, but the main thing is, one, online gaming was just getting popularized through those two consoles.
That is true.
And two, people were willing to take the hit because it was free.
Right.
It was like I didn't have to buy it. So because I didn't have to buy it, I knew I wasn't going to get the same quality. Also, you got to remember the 360 had a bigger install base than realistically any other Xbox console since.
I actually like my 360. I think that's like the only Xbox thing that I'm like, okay.
I hate that console. I hate the 360.
You do? I
okay, let me rephrase. I hate the console itself.
Okay.
It was the original 360 was a piece of shit.
Oh, the original one's a headache, yeah.
It was trash. And to me, Xbox brought more I don't know if that's fair. So Xbox to me for the longest time was everything wrong with gaming. It fucking was talking about money hatting developers. Hey, I'm gonna pay Capcom $50,000 so PlayStation can't get this game. And that's how they play Call of Duty. And that's why for a while people could only get certain games on Xbox, right? I hated that. I hated the money hatting because fucking Sony did it next gen and it was just as bad, if not worse. The online thing is a big issue for me. The fact that we got forced to pay for online, I didn't like that either. The only thing I gave Xbox credit for is that the online quality was good for Xbox and there was a huge push for indies. Xbox Live Arcade was fucking goated.
Oh, no, it was.
It was absolutely goated, and a lot of big creators got their, like, who was it? Super Meat Boys, or Braid. Like, there were good indie studios that got their starts on Xbox Live Arcade. So I'm not going to disrespect the service, but then also the thing that really ticked me off was the console itself. The fact that console came out was bricking and destroying discs and CDs and shit, and literally could not, and felt like it was being held up with duct tape in a dream.
And red rings of death. And
that console still sold.
Yeah, let's not forget about that.
No, exactly. But the point is that console still sold.
Xbox 360's big advantage was that online, though.
It was that, and people fuck with Halo a lot.
Yeah, Halo and the online shit, like that's how. If that were any other console that started off like that, it would have died upon landing.
Yeah, and that's what frustrated me, the fact that it didn't, though. Especially remember when we lost Sega. We lost Sega
around this time too. So
we lost Sega before, but my issue was that Sega, a console manufacturer who actually made a good variety of games, died, and Xbox literally was surviving off of having a handful of games that were worth a damn, and the fact that because they came out earlier than the PS3 and the Wii, they got hands on third-party developers quicker. So for a while, PlayStation didn't even have a lot of those. They're like BioShock and fucking, I think it was BioShock and Mass Effect and Borderlands, I think. Those games weren't even on the PlayStation 3 when the PS3 came out. They didn't get those games until later, like 2010 later. So like the last few years of the PlayStation. And also there was the running stigma that games ran better on the 360 than they did the PS3.
You also have to remember PS3 took a while on top of that because of other factors.
Well, had to get shit together.
Well, I mean, yeah, but also it took them a while for them to even become profitable. So it took I had to look it up, but it took them a while. I remember because I was watching a documentary back then, and they were talking about them making a profit off the PS3 during the early days was just not happening. Like they were selling at a loss at that point. So
remember, because the original
they had a disadvantage and all that shit.
That part of that was their own fault. You had just finished with the PS2. up until recently, well, it still technically has the crown right now, but it's about to lose it to the Switch. It was the most. It's like it was like the most sold console of all time. It's like at 150 million units,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, we got another console coming out. And to give the PS3 credit, the PS3 was a beast as a console. Like the bitch ran games like crazy. Like it had the power, but people couldn't utilize it because it was such a different architecture.
Mm-hmm.
Even had larger discs for storage. Fucking, and I think someone just said it in the chat. Oh, Daryl said it. The 360 used DVD discs, whereas the PS3 was using Blu-ray discs for games,
Yeah.
which is now considered the standard of Blu-ray discs.
Yeah,
So,
Blu-rays
so I
were
don't want to
just
act like the
road
PS3
games.
wasn't ahead of the game. The PS3 just didn't realize, people didn't have any fucking money. Because
It's my
you can't come out with a console that costs $600 and be like,
Yeah, that was so mental.
I understand that it wasn't like it wasn't. I didn't understand the proposition because Blu-ray players had just came out. They had just came out, and Blu-ray players were expensive as fuck. So I understood why it was $600. What they didn't understand is one, you didn't have a lot of killer apps, and two, people didn't have any money, so you couldn't afford it.
Damn it, Mom.
I hate it. And weren't we in a recession around that time? Yeah, we were.
Another round of people not knowing how to use their money correctly.
Gotta ever be careful. We're live. Be careful. That's what I'm gonna say.
Man, most of the audience here are like kids, so back then, so we're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like to me, the 360 frustrated me for a long time because it gave me a very terrible part of gaming. I don't look at the 360 and the PS3 generation is a very weird time in gaming because we did get great games and great IPs from that generation, but man, it was it was probably the worst for the companies themselves. Capcom was terrible during that era. That was the era where they forgot Mega Man existed, and motherfuckers were like, dog. And then we got Street Fighter 4 like 9 times. And they couldn't do anything right. Square was on Final Fantasy 13 and we all died inside. People were like, man, Final Fantasy's dead, bro. Like if you go back and look at some of the major manufacturers during that time, people hated some of these companies so much because they could not get their shit together. And then you had Microsoft in the back going, well, I'm gonna slide you 20 grand. Just make sure this doesn't come to PlayStation. And you're just like, can we not do this? So I have a big vendetta against the 360 in that way, which is why I never bought any console until the Xbox Series X. And this is ironically enough right now in the time period where they're losing. Hell, they actually were losing towards the end of the 360 and they never really recovered. The 360 is still the most successful console they've had. And we're now 2 generations removed from that. Weren't we, what was it? Apparently, many developers making games for the PS3 said Sony didn't really give the dev kits to developers to be familiar with the console and was hard to do. Well, I mean, I understand that, Lightning. I understand that. The PS3 was hard to develop for. And it took people a while. It took them until like towards the end of the PS3's life cycle. That's why I always complained about when the PS4 came out. But so I'm like, bro, your PS3 just now is hitting its stride. And you were like, nah, new console. And did I get it? Money? Sure. But like, and to be fair, the PS4 sold incredibly well. So I guess in the long run, they made the right decision. But I don't know. I felt like you could have gotten more juice out of it. I'm just, and for everyone in the chat, out of curiosity, what are y'all planning to buy this holiday season? Because we have a decent amount of stuff. Unless you're an Xbox fan, now you're just sitting over there going, "What the fuck was this console for?"
Yeah.
Well, to me, Game Pass has kind of justified my entire purchase. That's it. I technically haven't even bought Persona 3 Reload. I want to put that in context. That game is purely Game Pass. I still need to buy the fucking DLC for it. I very much do want like a review of your experience with the PS5 though, Taran. Just like your first week or two with it as a console. Because I know you're buying it, but I know you're not in love with buying it. You're buying it because there's games you want to play, not necessarily because fucking. I've been wanting a PlayStation 5 for years now, and I finally have the money, not because of the financial responsibility of, man, I just want to fucking play Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
No, I was saying I wanted your review of the console when you get it, like that first week or two, just your experience with the console. Because like I was saying before, I
Oh
think,
yeah, I'm gonna unbox my Sparking Zero box,
damn.
my Dragon Ball Sparking Zero box.
Well, because I know you haven't actually played a PS5,
No.
and this is this the longest you've gone without buying a brand new PlayStation console?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh.
There's been nothing that made me want to buy the bitch. Motherfucker, Persona 5 Persona 3 Reload is on PlayStation 4. I bought the PlayStation 5 version just because I know I'm getting a PlayStation 5. But realistically, if I wanted Persona 3 Reload, I could have bought the PlayStation 4 version and just played that. Like, it also doesn't help that they're still making PlayStation 4 shit. Yeah, it's a bitch move in order to make a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but give me a reason to get the damn console. You've given me no reason to get this bitch. And I'm following the logic. If I never find a reason to buy a console, I'm not going to get a console.
But the only reason why you're getting it now is because of essentially...
Shit, Pokemon did that to me for a while. I was like, well, the new Pokemon game's obviously going to be on the next Nintendo thing, so I have to buy it.
You're exactly like what I was talking about some of the casuals who were talking about. Like, man, I wasn't even trying to buy no 3DS, dog. But I heard Pokemon coming out on that, so I guess I got to touch that real quick. You don't realize how many people only own those consoles purely just because...
I mean, I still would have bought the 3DS, but it would have been way later in its lifespan if Pokemon didn't like come out for it.
And I'm guessing you got it like the year X and Y came out.
I think I got the 3DS a year before XY came out.
So 2012.
Because I played Black White 2 on it.
Oh, then 2012 then.
Because remember, Black White 2 had that thing where it's like, this game's for the DS, but you can also play it on the Nintendo 3DS. Like, for a while, there was a bunch of games for that came out when the 3DS came out that told you that little note that says can also be played on the 3DS at the bottom.
Yeah.
Pokemon Conquest had that.
Yeah, because the Conquest came out so late.
Yeah. It was like, Conquest was like, this game is for the Nintendo DS, can also be played on the 3DS.
Oh, Donnie, you were asking about when Tyrone bought Reload? I thought you bought it when the price dropped, right?
Yeah, I bought it when it was $39.99 instead of $69.99. So
That was he didn't pay full price.
Yeah, I did. I think it was like the first 2 or 3 weeks after it came out.
Oh no. Oh no, he was talking about the 3DS. Did you buy when the price dropped on the 3DS?
I don't remember. I was younger.
He was a young man with a hope in his eyes and a dream.
Yeah, I don't. When did the 3DS come out?
The original 3DS was 2011.
Yep. So I don't remember.
Well, if you said you got it a year before the 3D before the
2011, we're talking about Kid Me. So Kid Me scrummaged up a bunch of money and just dropped.
Bro, people waited to get a Switch until the first new gen came out on the Switch. Are you talking about when Sword and Shield came out? Well, that's right, because Sword and Shield came out in 2019, which was 2 years after the Switch came out.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Because we had Let's Go first, which, burning the fucking fire.
Right.
Like, that was a LOL term for it. Oh, hush. Goki, I don't know why you're still buying 2K games, dog. I'm gonna be real with you. I cannot. I will never relate to the 2K obsession. Like, to me, I'm past 2K in almost every sense of the word. I wasn't even that big of a sport. That's probably one of the thing. You know what I really hate is when I hear people talk about gaming, they only talk about like the generic games that like casuals play. It's like 2K, Madden, fucking Call of Duty, and maybe one of the bigger games that are coming out that year, like Last of Us or fucking maybe Sun Wukong, or maybe this year it should be Dragon Ball, realistically. Because the most casuals are picking up Dragon Ball.
And besides, each year those games don't look that much different or do anything that much different that would really justify you wanting to get the game every year, unless you're just like a dedicated fan at that point. You feel like you must buy it just so you can at least say, I bought this year's edition. I mean, hell, I'm an avid football fan, but I don't buy every year of Madden because I've realized, wait a minute, this game is kind of just the same shit,
When's the
but it's
last time
just
you bought Madden out of curiosity?
Now this is gonna be a little bit weird, but I'll explain. So I bought the last time I bought a Madden game was Madden 25. Now you're probably thinking I'm referring to this year's, but no.
Oh yeah,
There was
didn't they
one
fuck up and rename the game that was?
I wouldn't say they fucked up. It was more of like it was their anniversary back then. It was around like 2013, 2014. They released a game they released a Madden that was called Madden 25, and that was mainly because that was their anniversary, like for the many years I guess that franchise existed or whatever. So that was the last time I bought it. So that was around 10 plus years ago, like 11 years ago. So that's the last time I ever actually bought a Madden game that was like around or on release. Because then at that point, I just saw all the new Madden games. I'm like, guys, this is the same shit every year. It's just different title.
Why is Madden still a thing? I want LeBron James to be in the new FIFA game to piss everyone off.
Oh my god.
Thanks, EA. The sports
I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they don't do new features. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that because obviously they have as the years has gone on. But you can't tell me that consecutive years they would then come up with like new features. I refuse to believe that. Like you can't tell me from 2014, just to give an example, you can't tell me from 2014 to 2017 that they somehow were able to come up on a tight deadline. I have to imagine that. Wait, guys, have you guys thought that maybe we could do this thing called career mode where you get to go through your own NFL career? It's like, wow. It's like you mean to tell me that's brand new when people were already thinking about that before? So I'll give credit when credit's due when new ideas actually turn out good, but I just don't believe. I just don't believe that they can really come up with that much new ideas throughout the years. So that's why people were starting to get really repetitive about the Madden games, because it's like it's really the same shit. It looks the same shit. The only difference is maybe the animation's a little bit better. So, but why is that But why am I justifying paying $70 for?
My question is, when the fuck is EA gonna lose that goddamn license? I need them to lose that. I need them to lose that goddamn license like yesterday, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't know.
I think one of the most infuriating things from the fandom is the fact that like we still are sitting here with a Madden game that like for all intents and purposes is just fucking. It's just a mediocre experience, especially when we had a variety of sports games for a while. Motherfuckers playing sports games used to be, huh?
No, I'm saying you're gonna have to also talk to the NFL because obviously they're the ones that reach out to that license or developer, whatever, and be like, hey, can you be the one to make our fucking game? Which is funny because the public outcry has always been, can we go with this? I forgot the other developer name, but there's like a NFL game that hasn't come out in like years that people are still latching onto because it was fucking good and people actually liked it. So we've been saying no more EA. Let's go with those guys. So if you people in chat know what I'm talking about, then you know that's what I'm referring to. But as they say in the business, money speaks or money talks. But yeah, talk to the NFL. Talk to the. You're gonna have to talk to the NFL. I think they're more than likely the reason why we haven't moved away from EA yet. Because maybe they just, maybe the deals is better for them overall. So they're like, well, if the deal's not broken, why fix it?
Well, that because no one's gonna call and be like, hey man, what about the people? The people. Fuck the people.
What they done for me besides make my wallet fat?
Exactly. Maybe I'm surprised EA isn't bankrupt, Donnie. I'm be real with you. I assume that would have already happened at this point. But yeah, I don't know. Gaming's an interesting space for this holiday. It'll be interesting to see how much money is spent and who the fuck has to take out a loan to afford there. Also, when this PS5 Pro gets properly announced, who the fuck, how much stronger is it gonna be? what's it gonna offer and how much is it gonna cost? Because the OG PS5 right now is what? It's 500, right? And then I think
Yeah, they recently just had a price hike in Japan where it's going up a few more dollars.
really? Oh, is that just general inflation or?
I have no idea, but that's what I've just seen recently. There was like what was it, a few days ago where it said Sony hikes the PlayStation 5 price in Japan by 19%.
Wait, how much percent?
19%. So
19%,
basically,
okay.
yeah, obviously, it's about what is it, 980 yen, which is about $554 in US dollars.
Yeah, Donnie said it's because of inflation reasons.
And it's going to come into effect by September 2nd.
Oh, joy.
So in a few days. So have fun with that one. But no, people are kind of also looking into the price tag as maybe like a way of what what you're, I guess, about to say, what the price would be for the PS5 Pro.
To me, it shouldn't be any more than 600.
Oh no, if it's any more than 600, I'm not buying that shit day one. I'm just gonna wait.
I'd be curious if anyone's gonna buy it if it's 600. I'm gonna be real with you. If it's over 600, I don't. You know what? Now I think about it, what is the most expensive we've had a game console at ever?
I'd be surprised if I'd be surprised PS3
was the PS3 the most expensive we've ever had a game console
at release.
Yeah, at release.
I actually, hold on, maybe see what.
I've never. I mean, unfortunately, I don't remember like back in the day what the OG consoles are, but yeah.
That came.
Oh no, because the Switch was. I mean, because the PS3 was 600, but I think that might be the highest we've ever had.
Oh no, actually, I think the most. I don't know if this is just when it came out, but it says here in 1993. The 3DL was one of the most expensive game consoles with a price tag of $699, which is $700.
So the most expensive we're gonna just say is 700.
Yeah, but if you put in obviously today's numbers, that release date number.
If you add in for inflation, it's probably more expensive than that.
It's like $1,260. Oh, here we go. 10 most. Let's see.
That's still. I mean, I'm just curious because I can't imagine them going any higher than an extra $100.
The CD. Okay, well, the reason why I mentioned that first is because I forgot the fucking CDI was a thing, but we don't talk about that horrible shit.
No, we don't. We're
not gonna.
Nah.
Technically, I could because it still counts as a console.
But we're good. We're
gonna say the 3DO is the most expensive.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But we've already hit 2 hours, so we can probably call it for the night. Tyrone, you're streaming tomorrow, right? Oh, Tyrone's dead.
I killed him. I'm sorry.
Well, he probably walked away. He'll probably come back. I'm pretty sure Tyrone's doing Tactica tomorrow, or is it the round table? It's either Tactica or the round table. He's doing tomorrow. Not 3DS Pokemon Trainer Emerald. It's 3DO. Not 3DS.
Well, I mean, technically, he's doing. Here, I'll do it for him. If you guys want more updates from Tyrone on whenever he streams or what he's gonna do, go follow his Twitter at TyroneTG3. It says here from his last tweet at 5:07 my time, he will be streaming Persona 5 Tactica later tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central. Unless he canceled that for this, but that was just the last.
Yeah, I think he said in the chat that he moved it. Also, I'm doing fine, Emerald. We're chilling. But no. So tomorrow should also be me finishing Reload. Persona 3 Reload. At least the main game. And then the week after that is when I start the DLC, because the DLC will be out by next week, by next Saturday. Also, this weekend's kind of long. I don't know about for everyone else, but for me, because it's Labor Day weekend, I don't have to I don't go back to work until Tuesday, and the kids don't even come back until Wednesday for me, because they're doing their whole asynchronous day on Tuesday, which for those who don't know, Tuesday is asynchronous for us. It's essentially what I like to call the COVID day, where the kids are at home learning in huge fucking quotations because of course, and then the teachers are in the schools. So the only people that should be in the schools for me will be really just the teachers, which it still means I'm gonna get bothered, but not really the worst thing in the world. But the idea is that once we do that, Tuesday should be a smooth transition day, and the kids are only in school for 3 days that week, so we'll take it as it is, essentially. But yeah, other than that, Richie, are you streaming at all this weekend or no?
I'm gonna get back into the swing of things by recording a new episode of Richie's Thoughts, which I haven't done in a while. Because I guess what was it on Polystream? I noticed a little bit of uptick of people, and even outside of the stream, asking me about like, oh, what do you think about the crash stuff? What do you think about the crash stuff? And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that means I gotta put everything to a video. So I think I'm gonna slowly just start doing a few episodes of that, and then get back into streaming. So as far as immediate plans, we're gonna record a new podcast episode. Don't think it'll come out this weekend, but it will come out around the beginning of next week. Probably good that the holidays come out, so I have time to go put it together.
Donnie, she did actually stream, Donnie. If you go to her Twitch, you'll see the pre-recording of the last one. She's also been making clips, so she streamed last week. I don't know if she's streaming next week, but we know we got at least one stream for August, so we'll take that as a victory. Y'all are savages in the chat. Chill out. So yeah, tomorrow expect content from me and Tyrone specifically. I think TSS said his voice is still scratchy, so I don't think he's streaming, which I know hurts us all because he has some stuff to show off, and he won't show it off until he streams. And he's not streaming because I think his voice is shot, so we hate it.
You mean the Itchy and Scratchy show?
Yeah, the Itchy and Scratchy show. But yeah, for those who are curious, I'm gonna try the GameStop Pro membership for the at least the next year, and we'll see how it goes in terms of being effective or financially worth the money. We'll see. And I'll probably give maybe an update in probably by the end of this year, probably like in December. Yeah, she streamed like Tuesday. She streamed Tuesday, Donnie.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
But I'll probably give an update on GameStop's how that subscription's been going, probably around December during like the holiday break. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I went a long period. I went like a couple weeks without putting out any like streams on Fridays, and that was on me. We're gonna get back into the groove of it. Last week you got a stream, and this one, yeah, I bought the subscription, so it was like $25 a year, and that's what I'm doing for GameStop. Although I will say one last thing before we get out of here. Fuck their credit card. Fuck their credit card. Their credit card is ass. So this is some adult me talking about APR and shit. But like the fucking interest rate on those cards is 33%. Most of you don't even have credit cards that have APRs that high. So yeah, fuck their credit card. The pro membership we'll let it run its course before we make a decision on that. But yeah, fuck the credit card. The credit card can go die. But yeah. Also, I hate you, Donnie. Love you though. I hate you, Donnie. With all that being said, though, this has been your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Thank you, Tyrone, for being here. Thank you, Richie, for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow with Persona. More Persona. Persona never stops. And I can't rate anybody because the people who would have been streaming are in here. So we'll talk later. Bye, guys. Woo! Say bye, Richie. We're out. We're out, ladies and gentlemen. Click.